Is that editing stream coming up? Alright. Ooh. Yeah, everybody seems a little bit bored with that old IRC at the moment. I don't know why. I haven't been around as much. That's probably why. Alright, hold up. I gotta change my date and then I'll be right back. Da 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 da. Oh, La Castillo del Diablo. Yeah. Sorry to be a little out of source there. Yeah, I just had like a, tough time sleeping. So I'm like a little bit foggy already. I even went for a walk around the block. You can see that I started this whole deal a little bit later than we normally would, and I just had to clear my head. So hopefully I got enough time and mind to get some editing done. I'd like to get this chapter done. So my name is Zak Zyz. That's my name. Editing science fiction novels is my game. Also, first writing the science fiction novels that I have to edit. I will not edit your novel because I hate this shit. Except not so much lately. Yeah, the new this new format, streaming this on Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that is a lot better than it used to be. Yeah, apologies for having an air conditioner going in the fucking background. It's killing me softly. But yeah, it's just too hot here. It's gonna be like that until September, sadly. I don't know, maybe I'll do some rerouting. But in the other chat I see Kim saying Satan takes an L today. So shout out to Big Bag Kim right there. I haven't been on the hip hop Discord in a hot second right there. Well, I think we should get down to it. This is chapter number 62, Lemon Maybe and the Electric Lady by Zak Zyz. And this is actually chapter 59, Running Clean. That's 4.2. It's happening at 6:36 a.m. at West 4th Street. So it's actually at the Washington Square Park, as I recall. But that's right by West 4th. So if you've never seen this story before and you just like, what are you doing here? First, if that's the case, why are you here? But if that's the case, this is a story about a dive bar in Hell's Kitchen that called the Pits, and people start turning up at the Pits with what you would call, for want of a better term, superpowers. Like there's a man who's invisible, except he's not a man at all. He's a 14-year-old boy. There's a woman who can see electricity, but she starts generating an electric charge and shocks everybody that touches her. And there's a policeman who can teleport, but only back to his own bathroom. And it happens every time he gets nervous. So, yeah, it's not what you would call the fucking Justice League over here. But, you know, sometimes there is no justice. It's just ice. All right, let's work on this. So this is a scene between some hobos who were talking about Gary, who is a mind reader. Oh, Big Jira. God, glad to see fucking somebody out here. It has been real quiet the last couple. I noticed like the channel is down like 30 bots or whatever. Everybody seems kind of like sleepy and relaxed. Not a lot of drama going on. Nothing too wild happening. It's kind of nice, honestly, because I'm sleepy as fuck at the moment. But you know, we got a show to put on. We got a job to do, and I aim to do it. Let's make it happen. All right. So chapter 59. It's Jesus, man. Yeah. Jesus come back. He feeding everyone, fixing them. It's Jesus, man. Jesus come back. He feeding everyone. He fixing them. Macy say he can touch someone with the bug and they ain't got it no more. Theodore say he talked to this man 5 minutes. The man know everything about him. Shit nobody knows. Said he ain't never want to gear up again after that. Lawrence says... this guy's name is Tombo? What the fuck? He feeding everyone. Fixing them. He feeding. He fixing. He fixing all. Macy say he can touch someone with the bug and they ain't got it no more. Theodore say he talked to this man 5 minutes. Man know everything about him. Should nobody know. Said he ain't never want to gear up again after that. Lawrence says, all right, everyone's brain is dying due to quarantine. I do think, like, you could just feel people fucking slipping away and decaying and everything. It's strange times, to tell you the truth. But the quarantine is, like, it's over here in New York. People just walking around. They don't give a fuck about masks and everything. They're going to do what they can to slow it down, but I think the like 6 months that we did this shit, that's all people got in the holster. They can't take no more. So, yeah, that is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Either you can or you can't. It's Jesus, man. Jesus came back. He's fixing everybody. Jesus came back. He out here feeding everyone. Fixing everybody. Makes you say he can touch someone with the bug and they ain't got it no more. Theodore says he talked to this man 5 minutes. Man know everything about him. Shit nobody knows. Said he ain't never want to gear up again after that. Lawrence says, alright, so that... yeah, it just sounds... you know, why is this guy got this crazy fucking... that's enough quarantine. You can't afford it. Well, really... not just can't afford it, but we're not made for that kind of shit. Like human beings. We just... everybody's fucking slowly going insane off of this quarantine. I don't know. You know, like I hate to... I think it was worthwhile to do it for a while. But... you know, like, people are going to start getting out. As long as they do it kind of slowly and surely, hopefully not that many people will die. I like that it's spreading down to the south now. Fucking Grounded saying there's a new mutation. Virus got some more spikes. Get up in you easier. Protein spikes, man. Alright, so... Rusty holds up a scarred and filthy hand. He's in no mood for Tombo's bullshit. You know all that shit just means he's a cop, right? It's all some fucking plot to get us onto a bus or train or something. I really like that line. You know all that shit just means he's a cop, right? This is all some fucking plot to get us onto a bus or train. They're about to round us up into a camp to dispose of us. That's not how somebody would talk. You know all that shit just means he's a cop, right? I like that. That's a good line. This is all some fucking plot to get us all on a train. They're gonna ship us to camps and liquidate us. Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah. So, one of the things that, keep in mind, the vast majority of, homeless people are not, like, fucking stupid. They're crazy, but not stupid, right? So, you know, a lot of these people, like, read books and, have access to, like, a significant vocabulary and so forth. So what are some things that we could use instead of plot right there? Dispose, yeah, like, dispose, I don't like. Liquidate actually sounds kind of dope in that instance. It evolved into co-wizard. Let's try that out. You know, that shit just means he's a cop, right? I like that. Cop! This is all some fucking plot to get us in some... Oh, yeah. There's all some fucking plot to get us in boxcars so they can ship us out to Jersey and exterminate us. Would they send people to Jersey? There's all some fucking Jim Jones plot to exterminate us. Hell yeah. Probably gonna ship us to some concentration camp. Yeah, this works. The Jim Jones reference is pretty sophisticated for some teenagers. These are men. Yeah, these are homeless men right here. This is ship us to concentration camps to turn us into Whole Foods vegan paste. Honestly, I think he should make it would be like a really... I gotta get this to the journalist Discord, but we should have something about how human flesh is vegan. Because it's like very carbon negative, right? Every person that you take off of the fucking roster is not consuming energy. They're not eating other animals. So human flesh is vegan. So Jira, with that, I was gonna say I know a joke about Jim Jones you can use, but the punchline is too long. Damn. So the thing where he was like sophisticated for teenagers, that was just his build-up. So that he could have that cornball joke. Nice. Real nice. Alright, what was, take a note.
What you wanted to say?
Human flesh is vegan.
Okay, I created a note. Human flesh is vegan.
Thank you, Siri. Suck a dick. Good, Siri. Thank you for sucking that hard on. Fucking Jira. Yeah, now like I know to like look for jokes for Jira so they don't just fly right over my fucking head and into the punchline. You know FEMA camp? You know FEMA camp, fool? Too many people seen this guy. He got disciples, too. You know Crazy Terry? He come clean. Fucking miracle right there. The meth queen running clean. Bullshit. That fucker Terry belongs in a cell. Remember how he kicked... Yeah. Remember how he kicked Larry Bailey half dead over a fucking Big Mac? Yeah, some disciple. Comma. Jiro with the face. Oh. God. So Restream has some new shit where you can... I had to work on that fucking fiasco idea today in Rapasaurus today. I don't have to do anything else. And I still have to record my Alphabet News. I think I can do that. Like there's some other weights on my mind that have been alleviated. Bullshit. That fucker Terry belongs in a cell. Remember how he kicked Larry Bailey half dead over a fucking Big Mac? Okay, that's hyphenated. Over fucking... Was he fucking a Big Mac? Remember how he kicked Larry Bailey half dead over a fucking Big Mac? Yeah, some disciple. That's your disciple? Yeah. No, you're taking a week off of drinking. So I got it before Spathy there. Yeah, let me try and just record, because I've got an idea for like the live stream variant of it. I don't know how far along you are with the engine, just in terms of like prototyping cards and shit like that. But I have some like neat ideas for like a storytelling stream where there are like almost no mechanics in it, other than just the interpretation, and it's like a shared interpretation with other people. Yeah, maybe well, like at the end of the editing stream, I'll talk about like some of my ideas for how the game would work out, and then anybody who's still around at the end of that stream can like chime in if they think it's a good idea or not. Because I keep telling myself to just sit down and try to work through this fucker, and I haven't done it yet. So, but yeah. Congratulations on your half week off work. I know you have been busting your fucking ass, Spathywa. Like, if you were here in town, I would throw a party for you or some shit like that, because you've been wiling out. So, yeah, get some of that trim. Have a good time. That's your fucking disciple? That's your disciple? Guy must be some piece of shit. I like that. This is where I would love to have like an aphorism or something ready. Ooh, I like that. Guy must be a real piece of shit to draw flies like that. Bullshit. The fucker Terry belongs in a cell. Remember how I kicked Larry Bailey half dead over a fucking Big Mac? Guy must be a real piece of shit to draw flies like Terry. Oh, okay. You gotta be a real piece of shit to draw flies like Terry. I like that. Working on the rule set editor, about half done, but want some concrete fundamental rules to build around. Yeah, man. Yeah, and the nice thing about that is I can fucking, like I have cameras to where we can do live prototyping and shit like that. And there's a whiteboard over there too. Like, yeah, we got some shit that can go down here if we want to. I need to get some more clamp mounts and define the clamp mount that I lost. But anyhow, when in doubt. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm coming up with ideas all over the place for this thing. Damn. Yeah, future's looking fucking bright today, boy. Did I tell you, Spathy? Do you want to see the fucking? Oh, I think I already told you about it there. But the new way that I'm applying for Gravid. Oh my god, that makes me smile every single time I think about it. Just the and I'm gonna come up with more bullshit stories each time. And every time I send an agent a message, I send some fucking fawning. Oh my god, I love this book that you did. Shit that I never read. Although I'm gonna read this one, I Claudia, that just came out. I shouldn't say fucking names of agents and stuff like that, but nobody's gonna bother with this. I actually was like fawning over the book, and I'm like, ooh, let me look this up to make sure that it is actually, you know, a decent book. And the book looks amazing, so I'm gonna read it. So Smithy Wash says, I was skeptical, but I think it's worth it. Well, keep in mind, I'm at the end of my pipe trying to sell that fucking book. Like, I hit all the agents that I think are worthwhile. Nobody wants a piece of it. And the other part about it is none of my friends could finish reading it. Like, somebody I was dating wouldn't read the entire fucking book. This woman that was like my best friend for like 12 years could not read that fucking book. That's not a good sign. So it's not even a scam either. Like, what, it's a scam? Like, to sell you a fucking best-selling book? I'm worried about that fucking book that nobody can get through it because it's too depressing. That's not a good sign. And it's like, and it's long too, right? That book probably needs 80,000 words cut out of it, you know, to be publishable. I'm not going to cut 80,000 words out of that book. All those words are in there because I like them. You know, I want that long-ass, creepy story. But, yeah, so here's the other part of that scam, you know, and, like, hopefully this never comes to light or whatever. But publishing people aren't fucking stupid. You know, a lot of it come from other fields. They have, like, MBAs, they're lawyers. They used to be doctors and stuff like that. They're in publishing because they love books. And they're not, you can never, like, think of them as dumb, you know, so the idea of putting one over on some of these people, not an easy feat. And, you know, like, surely there will be a terrible toll to pay for this idea. But honestly, I was just fucking sick of, you know, it feels totally different to be pitching a book as somebody else, right? For somebody else. I can use, like, all my powers of persuasion I can fucking use. Like, if I'm pitching something for myself and it's about writing, and so I've got like this corn pone fucking honor at the back of my head. It's like, oh, this is important to me, and like, these people are professionals. I want to treat them right, and I'm going to tell the truth. And you know, like, I'm not going to say I don't like something if I don't like it, and if people don't like it, they can suck my fucking dick, right? Which is, you know, you need a certain thick shell around you to do editing, or writing and editing and shit like that. Because so many people are not going to like what you're doing. So you need some tough skin. Conversely, the right way to get ahead is to just be like a total fucking spineless leech, telling people what they want to hear, jumping onto every fucking trend. Wow, ridiculous. And those people accelerate like very rapidly there. So it's just super fun to be able to hop in to this perspective that my own like vanity and pride and bullshit won't let me get into. Anyhow, speaking of my own bullshit and vanity, yeah, well, guys, for real, come talk with this guy's for real. Nice. Okay, so another thing that we need to potentially change here is to get our timing right, because it's happening at 6:34 in the morning. Although Gary was real fucked up. He might have been later or whatever. But we might need to reference back to the time where the original Half Moon Diner, do you remember that scene? The Bum Last Supper there. But anyhow, yeah, we might need to change the timing so that it fits that, if they meet at the same time every morning. Nah, he's changed. Nah, man. He changed. Everybody changed. This guy's the real deal. This guy's the real deal. You're gonna miss out with your tinfoil hat bullshit. Nah. This guy's the real deal. Come talk to him with me. He buys everybody breakfast. Tombo is pleading. He doesn't want to go alone. Alright, hold up. Did we give, Alright, so we did name Tombo somewhere earlier. Somebody... Hold on. Portuguese registry... Tombo language? One of the Dogon languages? Is it a character in Kiki's delivery service? Language family. Oh, wow. Dogon people of Mali. 6,000 of it. It's the Japanese word for dragonfly. Okay, cool. And there is a place in Sierra Leone named Tombo. I just want to make sure it wasn't like super duper racist, like Sambo or something like that. Performing whiteness with little black Tombo. What? Intersection. Yep. All right. It's sort of racist. That's fine. We can do sort of. Probably full of saltpeter like that goddamn Krishnas. I tell you about the time that shit happened to me in New Orleans? Couldn't get up for a goddamn month. Right before fucking Mardi Gras. No, we don't need fucking. Right before Mardi Gras. I swear to God. I swear to God. Rusty stops before he can launch into a woeful tale. Rusty stops just before he can launch. Oh, we don't need to. Damn. Off the meth because they're being dosed in their food. I don't know. I don't see that happening. Remember, these guys are just like a platform. These guys are an environment. They're like an environment variable, letting us know what homeless people are talking about at the moment. That's why these characters are important. I mean, it's great that they have like a little personality and so forth, but ultimately, their service in this story is hopefully it's meant to it's meant to just give us a platform to explain what's going on. Like these characters don't appear elsewhere. Well, they might appear one or two places later in the story, but they're not like, we're not going to give them backstories and stuff like that. They're Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, but they're dead. Before he can launch into the woeful tale of his malfunctioning dick. Yeah. Right before Mardi Gras. Sync should be sync. I don't even see sync. Yeah. I really don't like that. This. Right before Mardi Gras. I like that we're cutting out the S. You can't write sync anymore, and sync ruined it for everyone. Neither speaks, but they're both thinking the same thing. Are you seeing this shit? Where's the guy you're talking about? Oh yeah, so that's the sync that you fucking wanted? Hold on. Oh, holy shit. Oh, this is really neat. The letter Z, XI, represents a voiceless velar fricative. In the Roman alphabet, the voiceless velar fricative is represented by the ch digraph. However, most words containing a voiceless velar fricative in borrowee language have the voiceless velar fricative converted into a voiceless velar plosive due to English speakers' traditional inability to voice the appropriate pronunciation. Thus, in the English language, because the H in synchronize no longer serves a purpose at all, the digraph that can be represented solely by C, sync would be more correct than sync if you're following the rules established in the English language. Holy shit. That's wild. Shouts to just like a blog having all this plosives and frictives. I haven't heard that shit in 20 years. But that's, yeah, I like it. So they're just basically, so it should be sync, but it's sync. Synchronize. Huh. No, that's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna give space to that point. synchronize. Shout out the dude in the comment. The first comment is what I'm getting at. Yeah, if you're abbreviating, why not abbreviate as much as you can? Okay. Holy Christ, it's an angel. Holy Mother of God. Fuck. I mean, fuck, I'm sorry. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's... Holy Christ, it's an angel. Holy Mother of God. Fuck. I mean, fuck, I'm sorry. Fuck. Making genuflecting? Yeah, that shouldn't even be there. Rusty, fuck the Pope. Wilkowski is genuflecting for the first time in 30 years. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, maybe presses the money into their hands. Don't spend this on booze or drugs or anything like that. I think he's an angel. I know how this goes. Oh, God. Ugh. Don't spend this on booze or drugs. I'll know if you do, and I'll never hook you up again. It's too early for... I think he checks the... Yeah, let's just cut that out. Yeah, all morning, maybe he's been giving away cash. Oh, yeah. Secretly? Until now, he's done it secretly. He slipped $500 into a harried-looking woman's purse. Maybe he's been doling out dollars all morning. Until now, he's done it secretly. It started on 7th Avenue. Maybe he was behind a harried-looking woman pushing a double stroller. One of the wheels kept locking up. She had to bend down to fix it. and bend down to knock it back in place. Boom, 500. Okay. So we took like a line and turned it into like a whole thing. And like hopefully it reads a little bit better than what we had there before, because this is kind of like an important character distinction, where we understand like, yeah, maybe he bought the whole package from Sarah, like he believes the shit that she was telling him, and you know, we'll see whether or not that works out. But the important thing to get across here is that maybe took Sarah's advice, and he's trying to be like a kind of half-assed angel. You know, not even hardly raping anybody at all. Maybe he's been doling out dollars all morning. Until now, he's done it secretly. It started on 7th Avenue. Maybe it was... It started on 7th Avenue. Maybe it was caught behind a... Yeah. It started on 7th Avenue. Maybe it was caught behind a hairy-looking woman pushing a double stroller. One of the wheels kept locking up. Each time she would stop, sigh, and bend over to knock it out of place. Yeah, not bend out. And bend over to knock the wheel back in line. Yeah, there are a bunch of ways. There are a bunch of different like axle things that could be happening right there, but we don't need to get into the specifics there. Okay. From her clothes and her exhausted expression, Maybe felt sure she couldn't afford another. Okay. From her clothes and her exhausted expression, Maybe felt sure she couldn't afford another stroller. The third time the wheel locked up. So you want to make this like even more hectic? You make it, the kid was so busy You make this a girl, and then he slips the $500 into her front pocket, and then it becomes suddenly creepy. Ugh. Do we want to make that creepy choice right there? It kind of detracts from his desire to be angelic there. If he's like invading somebody's personal space right there, but it also kind of tracks a little bit with Michael Maybe. Yeah, I'm real tempted to just make it a girl, just so that there's that like that little edge of what the fuck are you doing, guy? Like that, even his like so-called altruism, he can't get away from being a creep. But I think it's maybe. Do I buy that? No, but I do want So that's how blind people can tell money is like slightly different size. Is that true, or is that like an urban legend? How blind people identify paper money. Ooh, there are identical sizes here. Yeah, so the U.S. doesn't do anything to. This is kind of horseshit. Yeah, like I thought the money. I was thinking of Europe, I guess, where. You just have to go. The United States is the only country that prints all denominations of currency in the same size. Um, yeah, they're okay. So we got nothing right now. The I-bill talking banknote identifier. Yeah, he's not gonna have a fucking I-bill. It's a bum. Ugh. They developed a pair of mobile apps that use your phone's camera to identify the currency. Great. fucking great. That's awful. So braille markers can be identified. Spathy, what do you think? I think I'm not gonna turn the guitar kid into a girl, but yeah, it doesn't feel right to me. See, look at me, like thinking. Yeah, yeah, they can do it on money. America won't do it. Third world countries do it. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, like how are we not fucking doing that? This is not like where I was like complaining about the sign language interpreters on every fucking government thing. This is actually like we should fucking do this. I know it's less of a factor now. They're probably just like, yeah, nobody's fucking using money anymore anyway. But yeah, honestly, the euros are way better than U.S. money. I don't have any money lying around. I'm broke. But yeah, that's fucking horseshit right there. It would be expensive as fuck to recall currency at this point, but I mean our money's so worthless anyway at the moment. Yeah, no, I'm with you 100% here. This is I thought when I started writing this chapter, I'm like, okay, we solved this for the blind people. We fucking didn't. How have we got the ADA? Like this. So I think they successfully, from that article, they successfully sued the Treasury Department, and they just still haven't fucking done it. I'm mad as hell. Yeah, I don't like this one fucking bit, to tell you the truth. I do not. I don't like that doesn't fucking work. I'm mad. After this editing session, by the way, total non sequitur, but I'm gonna make a pulled pork and fried egg sandwich because I can do it. Hell yeah. So we're doing put right there because we can't say he planted it because he just planted it a little bit better, and we can't say slipped because he didn't get away with anything. You know, he didn't slip it, and the guy heard him. I like this thing. I like the idea where blind people can. It's just I'm not fooled by you, Matthew. Maybe, like I can fucking hear you. He's on a mission. Which strat does he want? So this would have to be in... Okay, so it'd probably be like a Mexican Stratocaster. Okay, they're about $500. So yeah, they shipped their factory to Mexico. Hmm. Mexican Stratocaster. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, using they pronouns is like a fucking... Yeah, that was a lot of fucking work to, yeah, to just, like, edit, like, those little blurbs there. I don't know. No, if we want to make it a another connection to Gravid, we would make it a Piano Black D'Angelico New Yorker. We could do that if we felt like it. And the D'Angelo factory used to be on 26, but a kid fucking maybe's age, they're not gonna be staring at, you know, like a. Now I'm fucking tempted to have it be the same guitar, but it's just not gonna do it. But it's funny that a guitar shows up in both. He's on a mission. If he keeps this up, he'll have to hit another bank soon. Cool. So we fixed the tenses in this thing. We we do have an aside where we pop into like the past tense. Where can I find that guy? Maybe asked Tombo and Rusty. They get breakfast at, Tombo is trying to make words, spitting them out one at a time like ice cubes. Does that work? Oh. uh. They, breakfast, have, Moon Diner. Ugh, I don't like that, yeah. Tombo can't get words out. He looks dazed. He hasn't blinked since the money appeared. Half Moon Diner, he manages at last. Thanks, baby chirps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never helped her when I said I would. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rusty bursts out. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry I didn't help her. I said I would. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. So, something happens right here, right? So narrator POV all along here. Then boom. Maybe's been doling out dollars. We swap to maybe POV. So not sure if that's something that we even need to fix today. It's relatively brief, right? How bad is this? Yeah. So this is definitely narrator POV, and then maybe POV firmly established here. I wonder if we need to have a transition between the two. We've been pretty good elsewhere with like cleaning up our POV things, but we lose a lot of flavor there. So what we could do here is something like this. We could do like a chapter break there, because I think it's okay to chapter break sounds fine. Yeah, let's just do a fucking chapter break, and then let's Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think this is a solid spot to have a chapter break. Not like a chapter break, but a section break. Here, just so that it's, because elsewhere, we don't do like this. Yeah. Oh fuck! I hate that you do that. Pages. There we go. The bills vanish into their pockets. He's about to start casing another one when he overheard Tombo talking about the diner messiah. I like that. Cool. Yeah, that works for me. I think that's cool. I'll go with that. They, breakfast. They, breakfast at her Half Moon Diner. Maybe he backs away. Maybe he takes a step back, wondering what he's supposed to say to this guy. Yeah, it's okay. You're forgiven. Maybe he tries. Rusty's scrubbing at his face with filthy gloves, leaving streaks of black gunk on... Oh, yeah. Rusty is scrubbing his eyes. All the grime on his face is smearing. Just like that? Rusty asked. Listen to this. Rusty stops scrubbing his eyes. There are smears where tears. Wait, hold. Leaving tear smears in the grime. Oh, I love that. Shout, shout, let it all out, just for my peers. Just like that? Rusty asks. He's not relieved. He's incredulous. A glistening stream of snot. A glistening stream of snot is working through the scraggly forest of hair on his upper lip. I mean, like... I mean, like, you're forgiven if you start doing good right now. I mean, like, you're forgiven if you start doing good. You know, make amends, get a job or something. I don't know. Maybe trails. He's terrible at being an angel. That doesn't seem to ease Rusty's mind any either. Rusty's mind isn't eased. He looks sort of pissed. Get a job? Get a fucking job? You don't have to be a mind reader to see him choking back 10,000 replies every bum has stored up against that phrase. Instead, he blows his nose on the crusty sleeve of his coat. What about me? Am I forgiven too? What did you do? Maybe asks. Not much of anything. Ever, really, I guess. Not much of anything. Ever, I guess. Sure, why not? Try and, help people. How about me? Am I forgiven? How about me? Am I forgiven? Hold on, let's How about me? Am I forgiven? What did you do? Maybe he asks. Not too much of anything, I guess. Not too much of anything. Ever. That's better. Sure, why not? Try and, help people. Why is it bold there? Shouldn't be bold. Shit. Tombo's eyebrows raise. He pulls the $100 bill out of his pocket and flips it over, checking to make sure the other side isn't some disappointed? You wouldn't be if you had Christ in your life shit. Type. Shout, shout, let it all out. Just for my queers. Maybe shaking his head at them. Okay, be good. Wait a second. Maybe doesn't. He abandons the ingrates and heads westward. Maybe doesn't. He abandons the ingrates and heads westward, wondering about Diner Jesus. If he's the real deal, this guy might be able to... If this guy is the real deal, he might be able to make Maybe visible again. Then Maybe starts to wonder if he even wants that. If it's actually Jesus, he'd know all about Rosalie. Probably smite Maybe's ass on the spot. Might smite him on the spot, turn him into a pillar of salt as a warning to all would-be fraudulent angel murderer rapists. But it might be God that does that kind of thing. Maybe he's only made it through Genesis so far. The Bible's a real slog. Thinking about it makes him feel shitty again. So he crosses the street looking both ways, then slips $100 into an old lady's coat pocket. It doesn't pay for what he's done, but it's something. If he keeps this up, keeps trying to be good, he might start to trust himself enough to see her again. Boom. That's the chapter. All right, so and the next chapter is some Jesus. And that's going to be chapter 60. Closing in on this motherfucker right here. All right, so let's see what we got done right here. So good on fixing our POV confusion right there, keeping it consistent without the thing. Chapter 59 is like a short chapter, but I like Rusty and Tombo. I like, so one of my goals with this was to like show some of the places where the characters are just having like a good time with their powers, doing shit that normal people can't do. The little like secret things that they do themselves that are kind of humanizing in their own way. And I like that we expanded on that section. I like that we made this like a slightly longer chapter, more time to like mull on what's going on. Tombo's voice is more black consistently than it was before. All these chapters are like 1,000 fucking words right here, and our time is 1:40, and it's pulled pork time. So what do we got right here? 1166. And yeah, I think we did a solid one there. And our leaderboard's looking good. Spaithiwa at 221 edits. And then Logic at 118. Then who has 21? Oh, Brongulus is up to 21. And then Superhero, everything else looks pretty legit to me. I think, who was the new one that we added? Somebody got one in there. Maybe it was like Sastam or something like that. Hopefully we'll get it all straight. Okay. Here, I can just put the scoreboard up here so that we can review it if need be. We're almost out of spaces on our scoreboard. I can shrink it, you know, if I got to. But all right, thank you, Spaithiwa, for your help on this guy. It's a good chapter right there. We were talking about running through here. Let me just again. Do I have the? Oh, I don't have the right shit set up. Let me work a little bit on. Yeah, let's try and fuck with that Rapasaurus thing a little bit later, because I might have to break it down in a second here. But yeah, let me take some time to just work on it myself. Also, I gotta eat something. I need food up in my areas. All right, good job. Well done. Yeah, I like this chapter, and we're getting so fucking close right here. How many pages do we have left in this guy? We have just 190 pages, so 200 more pages there. So just like 30 more days of this. All right, let's holla, and don't let me forget about that because it is something that I want to work on today. I'm just going to try a different configuration. Let me dust some of this shit